So I felt kind of happy in the mood to do a happy little snowman this morning. So I hope y'all are enjoying this. Whoever's on watching can always come back later and watch it if you want to do it at home. Fun with the kids. This is a pretty simple tutorial on how to do happy snowman, so even the kids can do it. You can draw out their outline for them on canvas or wood, or even a door sign or porch sign, whatever you want to do. Christmas coming up. And I'm going out a little bit because those pencil marks I had on there, so his hat will be a little bit bigger than what I have as the pencil marks. Hopefully you all can hear me a little better this time. I've started using my Apple earbuds to get a little bit better sound quality. And just kind of to your edges. Get plenty of paint so you don't have to do this again and again. And then you're just very lightly coming down with slow movements around your edges. That's a nice thing to remember when you're doing around your edges. So you're not using the whole flat of your brush like you are here. You're just using the very edge of that brush. And you can use a smaller one if you want to use a smaller one to get close to that edge. You don't have to use a bigger one. Okay. Finish his face. And at the top, I'm just getting the edge, using a very small part of that brush. When you want to outline also, you can lay it flat close to what you are doing. Bring it down like that, and that allows you to get right in a straight line. So the edge of your brush is sweeping the side of that there. Okay, and we are going to, use orange for his nose, so that will be fine to fix later. You can always make his nose bigger. You don't even have to do a straight line. Just brush it on there. And then what I'm doing is just using just a few strokes here and there. But then I'm also outlining very lightly that brim again. So you can kind of tell how now the top of the hat is giving a little bit of definition. As you can tell there. And then you can just fill it in more if you want. What I'm also going to do is take this black paint and I'm going to come down around his face and give that a little more definition as well. Kind of blend that in there. Use your finger if you want to. Acrylic paint washes off just fine on your skin, not so much on your clothes. So if you do get it on your clothes, try to wash it off right away. Baking soda is great. So then we've given that hat a little bit more definition at the top. So I'm also going to take a little bit of the black paint. Now don't worry if you get some of the black in places where you don't want it. It can always be covered up with paint. But I'm going to take a little bit of black and I'm going to frame into the face a little bit as well, so you can see. And then on this particular part of the snowman, I'm going to put a little bit more black. Come back. Fix it. I mean, what carrot is perfectly triangular, right? None. And some of my white is not dry. That's okay. And this carrot is not. It's a little wobbly looking, but that's all right. You're just filling it in right now. He's kind of a funky looking carrot. I've eaten carrots with knobs on them. I'm going to make some snowflakes. They're just going to be little dot snowflakes. I do have a stencil for snowflakes, but it's quite big. I'm not too sure that these might be a little too big for it. I probably could use a few here. Actually, I might just do that. What with stencils, the nice thing to keep note is the best thing to use are these types of brushes when you're doing stencils, and you can just dab a little bit of the paint a little bit onto the stencil. That's the best way to use stencils I have found. This particular sponge has got a lot of blue in it, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. And even if it's got a little bit of the blue, it's all right. Blue and white snowflakes, right? So I'm going to dip a little bit of the white, not much, just going to cover a little tiny bit. And then place your stencil where you want it to be. This one I'm going to put like right on the outside of his hat. Just going to dab. Hold the stencil down as you're doing it. A lot of times it wants to move around. If you can tape it in place, it's even better. So then dab it, take it off. That one didn't do so great. Not too happy, but I'll fill back in. And you could do like two C's hooked together. That's what helps me do circles. Do an outside C and do another C on the outside. So the C's are touching each other. They're facing each other. It's a good rule of thumb to keep in mind when you're doing circles. One C and another C facing it. And then this is a smaller circle. One C, outside C. I'm going to do another little one up here. And so then now you have this happy little smile. I love his smile. Rebecca, I see you're watching. Nice to see your beautiful face on your picture anyway. Thank you for watching. Okay. All right, outside C, inward C. Make your circles a little bit more uniform if you'd like. Okay, these are fun to do with your kids. You can kind of guide them if you want. Now we're going to do his eyes. Those are going to be kind of a lazy C. So that's how I like to think of them anyway. So you're going to come up close to his face. He's very happy, so his eyes are going to be high up. I like to put them about ½ inch down from the brim of his hat. I'm going to paint all over me. So you're going to do, like I said, a lazy C. Okay, so that's one eye. There's his other eye. All right, so we